So, good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to our FSM 121 class, which is Advanced Baking and Cake Decorating. For a while kadali ha. Okay. So, our lesson for this afternoon is all about good kitchens and laboratory practices. I know this is kanang magbalik-balik na ni since murag natakol na ninyo way back sa inyong FSM 112. Okay, but first let us know unsa rining foods as part of good kitchen and laboratory practices. Let us find out what's the difference between food safety and food sanitation. So what do you think unsay kalahian nila? So what's the difference? So when we say food safety, it is how food is handled to prevent foodborne illness. It's how you handle the food. Kung unsa ka safe, kung unsa ka safe when handling different kinds of food, since all foods will be intake um, through our mouth. So therefore, we need to ensure that our food is safe, just to prevent any foodborne illnesses. Sa itong mga foodborne illnesses, katong mga masakitan kag tiyan, or vomiting, nausea, and diarrhea, and so on. While food sanitation is the cleanliness of equipment and facilities. So from the word sanitize, it is make cleaning and being hygienic. In short, disinfecting the our equipment and facilities. It is condition a condition relating to public health, especially the provision of cleaning public health, cleaning mga mga equipment nato, mga facilities like CRs, and basta kay ang mogamit is kanang common siya, common. Okay. So what do you mean by food safety? So in scientific uh, disciplines, it means handling, preparation, and storage of food in a ways to prevent foodborne illness, as I mentioned earlier. So this includes a number of routine that should be allowed to avoid potentially severe health hazard. No? So I guess gitudloan na mo aning about food safety if you can still recall unsa tong mga dapat ninyo i-follow when it comes to food safety. Okay, any hazardous food, of course, is a threat to our health. So food safety is how food is handled to prevent foodborne illness. So this includes the way you prepare the food, your methods in cooking the food, diba? Next is how you cook the food, the cooking period, the cooking time. Next is the chilling. So kung naba siya sa proper temperature, chilling and then freezing. No, kay di ba ang every food na sila ay proper storage area. Depende sa variety sa food. Then next is the serving. Kung imo bang gi-consume dayon the moment nga init pa ang food or the moment nga bugnaw na ang food. Then food preparation methods. So raw food must be kept separate from ready to eat food to prevent cross-contamination. So katong mga luto na ug mga hilaw, dili gyud to sila tapad, i-separate. Kung sa chiller, kung isa freezer na nimo siya ibutang, ang kana yung raw food sa ubos, then sa taas dayon ang mga ready to eat food. So food must be kept out of the temperature danger zone. So 40 degree to 140 degree. Then for personal or home, 41 to 135 degree. For food service and use it to prevent foodborne illness. So murag yun ang iyang tumo, just to prevent the foodborne illness. Then of course, kanya meat should be cooked to the proper internal temperature to prevent foodborne po illness. So naman dapat tay thermometer for food. So mana sa cooking food. While in serving food, food should be served as quickly as possible, di ba? After the preparation and held at 135 degrees Celsius for food service, then 145 for personal or home use. And food should be kept cold if serving from a food bar and held at 40 degree for personal home and 41 degree for use. Then chilling. Food must be chilled to below 40 degree and 41 degree. Just to prevent foodborne illness. Then food should be cooled in small containers the speed to help speed the cooling process. So kung the more nga gamay sa nga container na gibutang, the more siya dali ra mo bugnaw. Then when you chill food, always cover, no, to prevent cross contamination, especially kanang mga raw meat. So ibutang yun siya sa sealed container. So what is sanitation? So the word sanitation is derived from the Latin word sanitas, meaning health. So applied to the food industry, sanitation is the creation and maintenance of hygienic and healthful conditions. So food sanitation is the cleanliness. So as I mentioned earlier, it is from the word sanitize, make clean and hygienic, or through disinfecting. So it is important for the safety of lab members and the preparation of food. So before mo mag-start, always clean not only the equipment but the tools and utensils you are going to use. So the area of food sanitation includes, of course, mga pots and pans, mga appliances, kitchen utensils, food preparation area, and food storage area. No, dapat mo gyud yung i-consider as you prepare anything inside the kitchen. How sanitized is your tools and equipment. Okay, so these are some of the kitchen safety rules. First is turn the handle of pots and pans inward so you can knock them off and spill something or burn yourself. Okay. So kung magluto gani mo, kakuan mo anang murag pan nga nehawiranan. So inyo na siyang di ba usually ato nagatubang na siya sa tuwa. So ato na siyang ituyo kay nadyo intensive nga masabod na nato. No? Then always use a dry pot holder when handling pots and pans. Wet holders won't keep the heat from burning. So always use a dry pot holder when holding anything hot. Then put food gently into boiling water so it will not splash on you. Okay, kanang mapabukal mo og tubig, then gusto ninyo is magsabaw mo karne, then gently put the meat as the water is boiling. Then lift lids from hot pans with the opening away from you. So kung mag-open na gani mo og kanang taklob sa inyong sa pan o sa pot, no, dapat mo palayo good mo kay especially ang iyang singaw, init na siya sa naw or sa mata. Then keep loose clothes along here away from hot burners along with dish towels, pot holders, and recipes might catch fire. So, kung pwede, dili lang kayo mo mag-loose o cloth. Di mo mag-wear og kanang mga luag na mga sa nina. Then ang inyong mga long hair, no, di ba? Part of cooking, a part in laboratory na dili jud siya dapat nakalugay. Then always um, put away all your pot holders na dili siya doon sa stove, which in na possibility na makatch na iyang fire o masunog. Then, do not put the grease into water or water into grease. It will splatter and might burn you in case of fire. So, same na magprito bitaw mo nga. Inyo da yung, ang di ba, pag mo niyo prito, usahay kay para lang dili to matanggal lang to ang mga nagdikit-dikit na mga sitaw ganaoy sa isda or karne na mga nasa something nga didikit sa kalaha from gikan sa imong pag-fry. Di ba sometimes tanong ato na siyang butangan og water. Then usahay na po yung reaction na mukalit lang siya og sorry. Mukalit lang siya splatter. I'm sorry, nagihubak ko. Next is when you're finished cooking, always make sure all oven and stove dills are turned off. No? Ayaw dyan ninyo kalimti. Please, maluoy. Na pag mahuman kayo magluto, always turn off the stove, the oven. No? Para atong malikayan ang any sort of fire. Next is keep wet hands in electric outlets. No? So kung gikan mo ng hugas, never plug any electrical equipment using wet hands. No? Always dry up your hands before handling any electrical before before mo magsaksak og mga through electric outlets. Next is always pick up knife by its handle, not its blade. So dapat kung magwaon ninyo ang knife, always wiran ang handle dili ang iyang blade. Okay? Then when cutting, always cut away from yourself. So kung mag-slice mo or something, with the use of knife, nadyo dapat distance no, between you and the knife. You can still remember the 5H system, which came from the Japanese term. Oh my God. Wait. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Na-upload the record. I'm sorry. So let's proceed. So the 5S system. So first is assort, or in Japanese term, it is SEIRI. So it means you must first ask what is actually needed in an area. So this is similar to spring cleaning. If you don't use it, get rid of it or store it in the right place. Define how much is needed and identify where it should be placed. Dapat mag-sort out mo all sa inyong mga butang, no? Mag-sort out mo unsa ray kanang kinahanglan inside the kitchen. So kung unsa inyong ibutang didto dapat kadto ra yung magamit, no? Ang uban dili na siya apil, no? Kanang dapat something organized ang inyong kitchen wherein ang katong naara gyud ang needed ra gyud ang tuwa didto, no? In a logical order kay para sequence jud ang inyong arrangement sa inyong mga materials or anything inside the kitchen. So next is straighten or set in order. Or in Japanese term, it is seiton. Seiton. So everything has its own place and should be located where it is to be used and organized for a smooth flow. Often referred to as a place for everything and everything in its place. So mura siyang misimpla. So this phrase includes color coding, labeling, and other methods of easy identification. So, setting in order, which means in every different kinds of kanang ingredients na ninyo, especially herbs and spices. So, di ba, mas nindot siya og na-label. Then, nindot po ang inyong mga gamit sa balay, color-coded, in which kanang ang white, uh, depende na sa inyo ang kibali ang black, signifies hazardous materials. White is kanang unsa man kanang something color coded, dili lang ko sure kay ana, something color coded lang ninyo ang inyong kanang kuan sa balay, kanang murag mailhan lang na kani siya. Pero ang kuan magud ang best magud ano, aside from color coding is ang inyo rag yung ibutang sa iset sa kitchen is katurag yung dili hazardous, no? Katug yung mga magamit ra gyud mga ingredients nga essential. But kato ng mga hazardous, especially ana mga chlorine, mga sunrox or mga sabon, di ba? Dapat naka-hide gyud na siya sa storage area nga dili gyud ma-reach out. Kaya na may usahay na ibutang na to sa isa kasudlanan ra ang chlorine. Sa ibutang ra nato sa isa kasudlanan ang kanang sabon. Then naman siya usahay na masayop na maaani mo ang isa ka tawag na butang nga kanang asin or asukar, di ba? Hazardous na siya. So dapat set in order para sa siya para na jud sa proper place ang tanan, ha, no? Depende sa iyang identification. So next is the shine or sweep or SEIKETSOU. So develop methods for ensuring the plant office is store ready. So when a plant or office has a clean layout, it is easy to recognize something out of place or a source of contamination or defect. So it just means cleaning, no? Clean ang inyong office or something kitchen, no? Kanang something nga easy to recognize out of place, kanang thoroughly clean na gyud siya, na disinfect na sanitize na and everything. No? Sorry. So next is the fourth one is standardized or SEIKETSOU. So define standards to ensure that things stay tidy, orderly, and clean. So dapat standard yun daan quality when it comes to kitchen because we are dealing food. And food is kanang gina-intake na to siya, gina-ingest. Part ni sa atong health ang maris if ever dili ta if ever magbinanghag ta. So dapat ensure everything is clean, order, and tidy. So next is the last one is the sustain or the SEIKETSOU. So developing a system of constantly assessing performance and challenging for improved methods. So para anang every now and then, no, para maka-learn jud kanang new ideas or new knowledge, we must undergo some trainings and seminars, no, para ma-sustain nato ang needs sa community or maka-sustain tag development not only for ourselves but as a whole. Okay, part sa experience nato ang explore. Okay, so can you still remember the WHO 5 Ks to safer food? It's composed of keep clean, separate, row, and cook. The cook thoroughly, and then keep food at safe temperature, and then use safe use safe water and raw material. Okay. So dili na kay nanako siya ni kuan explain pagayo kay inyo na ni siyang naagian. It's a sort of kanang review lang. Review ra good. So keep clean. So wash your hands before handling anything. Wash your hands after going to toilet. Wash and sanitize all surfaces and equipment used for food preparation. Katong before mo magluto, dapat make sure hinlo inyong palibot o inyong mga gamit. Then protect kitchen areas and food from insects, pests, and other animals. So, dapat walay mga klase nga insects inside the kitchen kay iba mga hi sir lobat. Okay, so dapat always ensure that our kitchen is free from any sort of insects. So, na reason din no? Pwede niyo siya basahon at the ends at sa inyong PowerPoint nga naka-attach sa Google Classroom. So next is separate raw and cook. So why we should separate raw and cook foods? No? So separate raw meat, poultry, and seafood from other foods. Use separate equipment and utensils such as knives and cutting boards for handling raw foods. Store food in container to avoid contact between raw and prepared foods. So, ang pinaka-safe yun, nga dili mag-contaminate both ang raw and cook is, ibutang jud niya to sila og container. Well-sealed container. Especially atong mga raw food. Then, kana pong mag-cut ta og mga different kinds of ingredients, no, separate gyud nato kung unsa tong mga gamit na atong iyo sa wani ka ng hila ali gamit sa meat o gilahi po nato ang mga gipang gamito nato sa mga panakot o mga raw food ang mga mga ready to eat food. So basahan na lang ninyo ang rason why should we separate raw and cook. So the next one is the cook thoroughly. So cook food thoroughly, especially meat, poultry, eggs, and seafood. Why? Because we all know that poultry food is prone in salmonella bacteria, which will cause foodborne, a food poisoning, which can cause food poisoning ang salmonella bacteria. Then bring food like soup and stews to boil to make sure. Okay, so anything initon nyo na pagkaon, no, dapat make sure kung mag-init mo, dapat ka-boil yun ang food. Dili lang kay ni show lang siya aso okay na to. So dapat boil, thoroughly boil. Then reheat cook food thoroughly. So di mo dyan malikayan ang mag-reheat ta og food, especially if may mga occasions, basta make sure nga na-jud siya sa proper storage. No, bisan pa og leftover siya. Okay, so just read the reason why. So the next one is keep food at safe temperature. So each food has distinctive yun nga or proper storage area niya. No? First is do not leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours. So 2 hours na gani ang nilabay, nagipasagdan na nimo ang cooked food, throw it away. Next is refrigerate promptly all cooked and perishable food. Especially katong mga meat. So dapat i-refrigerate yun siya dayon. Then aside po ano, kaning sa first na sentence is kung nagluto mo, I'm sorry, na-reaction na siya og kanang bugnaw gamay, as in dili jud sa totally bugnaw, nya wala pay ibali mo bugnaw na mo, make sure lang na dili siya mulaps og 2 hours. So kana lang yung mabugnaw lang siya, as in dili pod bugnaw, i-refrigerate din na ninyo, safe pa na siya. Then cook food from piping hot prior to serving. So kung magluto gani mo na i-consume magluto gani mo, make sure na kauno ninyo siya nga init. Then do not store food too long even in the refrigerator. So dili man gyud advisable ang mga pagkaon nga i-refrigerate for how many months or days or weeks. Pinadot sila kanang naragid sila time nga pwede sila ma-spoil, no, bisag na sila sa ref. Then do not thaw food or frozen food at room temperature. Okay. Pwede man ninyo ito, di ba kung nadumduman pa ninyo ang proper thawing, so pwede siya sa microwave. Pwede ninyo i-overnight chill ang frozen food. Pwede ninyo butang sa plastic cover, basta naka-make sure lang naka-sealed pag-ayo ang cellophane na dito ang meat. Then inyo dahil nung ipakuan sa running water, so pwede rato siya. Ayaw lang dito siya sa stay nga, mura siyang pasagdan nga ma-tow. So basahan na lang yung ngano. So next is, the last one is, use safe water and raw materials. So, nganong kinahanglan man nato mo gamit og safe water. So, use safe water or treat it to make it safe. So, that's why most of us are using mga distilled water. Kanang ito mo palit lang tag bato nga water nga purified. Then, select fresh and wholesome food. So, dapat mag-select yun mo fresh, as in fresh. Then choose food processed for safety. Choose food processed for safety used as pasteurized milk. Processed. So sometimes processed food is good, but kung too much, bad na yun ang processed food mo. Especially if siya commercialized na. So anything manggod nga sobra, makadaot. Then wash fruit and vegetables, especially if eaten raw. So kung make sure kung mag-ikaon mo mga fruits, hugasin po daw ninyo. No? Do not use food beyond its expiry date. Dapat before the date, mahurot na dapat siya. Not on the day nga na-expire siya. So just read why. Ngano. So, the hand washing procedure, balik-balik na ni siya, pero again and again, it's because of pandemic nowadays, kinahanglan nato ni mas masabtan pa ang important of hand washing. So, hand washing is the most important thing anyone can do to prevent the transfer of foodborne bacteria. Diba? Included it in our pre-test kung unsay pinakaunang buhaton during food preparation. Mo tong hand washing. Then most dangerous bacteria is so easily transferred by hand because we touch anything, we touch any surfaces na wala takabalong ng mga bacteria. Then do not stress enough how important this scrub your hands and arms thoroughly with soap and water. So not only your hands but also include your arms. Then, sing happy birthday. Then, pwede po niyo siya mga 20 seconds. 20 seconds mo nga naghugas sa inyong kamot. So, manino, proper hand washing procedure, palm to palm, back of hands, enter digital spaces, fingertips, ang thumbs and wrists, then mga nails nato dira no, diri na side, especially atong mga taga-sugkuko. So I guess that's all. So any question regarding the lesson? So you can PM me, you can email me. And I guess that's all for this afternoon. Thank you. And once again, God bless. Stay safe.